We are gathered here today, 350 people.
I'm curious to know and to listen to all the speakers today, and of course networking.
This symposium offers this very good possibility to mix a very strong body of professionals together with researchers.
Good morning.
Buenos días, dober din.
I'm at a daylight conference. I'm not a daylight specialist. I did a study that wasn't obsessing about daylight, but it found that daylight actually was the biggest factor influencing learning amongst children.
The problem of the, I would say, late 20th century architecture was the human hybris that thought we could build the same buildings everywhere in the world the same way.
Well, daylight, that's what keeps us going. No daylight, no people.
One of the wonderful things about daylight is it's constantly evolving, throughout the day. So it really is telling you a different story depending on what time of day it is. So really, it's sort of, it's almost like the key kind of atmospheric aspect of an architectural narrative.
We have had the chance to have a flight from Paris that has not been delayed. That is quite exceptional. And, and this is Anne Lacaton.
We don't design projects starting from a form, an object, but from the interior space. The space for us is always designed through the eyes, the mood, the scale of a person.
So I'm looking forward to meeting you.
We have land and water and air, but without light, none of it matters really, does it?
We need to try more experiments. Demonstration projects have been really successful, where you actually try something out at full scale. But instead of building everything at full scale, that's where prediction and simulation come in. If we can simulate our designs before they're built, then we can actually know how they're going to perform better.
You're not an observer anymore, you are in it. And then it feels very real. You can imagine yourself being here.
We're trying to work with this idea of light that has volume to it, like layers. So in most of the projects we do, there's some way that when you sense the building, you actually realize there's multiple levels of how light is revealing itself. And that's what architecture is. Architecture is all about revealing light. It's like the light is there in the air all the time, and until it has a target to hit, that's when you acknowledge it or see what, obviously see what it is.
Continue to go on the hashtag. It's getting more and more lively. It's really pleasant. At the same time, there are at least 2 million people who are watching us on TV. But when Law Navigers will come, that will be at least 10 million people.
We need to think of very clever solutions when we're doing the high density to actually make sure that the streets and the rooms and the buildings we're designing are actually driven by the daylight as a design factor. So that's very interesting. We're, so to speak, designing on daylight.